Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Insanity. Woohoo! Party, party. There's kind of a funny start. No, okay, we better do that more professional. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the nightly business reports. Oh no, that's not what this is. This is the daily brief recap. Woohoo! Party. Wednesday's always a fun day at TRI. Brian he does a freestyle session. With the audience, and we dug deep into volume impetus signals and Bitcoin futures. Really fascinating conversation there. We also did a really cool walkthrough. Yeah, I suppose I can show you a picture. Picture says 1,000 words. Where's our Bitcoin chart? A Bitcoin. I'm in a weird sort of mood today, so bear with me. I have last day of my level 3 program, my OGers, their group session. Then they are off to exam land. And the great part about it is all the exams are marked automatically. So I'm in on vacation. Woo! But first we got to get through the week. It's been a while since I've had a break. So anyway, a little bit punch drunk. Actually, I had a lot of fun at the dentist yesterday. One root canal, 4 fillings, and a big punch in the nose. Oh, and a punch to the checkbook as well. Ouch. But nonetheless, it's got to get done. I suppose I'm getting to the age where I have to start looking after myself. Anyway, it is Wednesday. It's the 5th. As I said, had fun conversations with the gang today about things like... I was going to show you the... where the hell do I have it? Maybe I have it over... Is it here? Maybe it is here. No. It's over here. Wow, Brian's just totally scatterbrained today. People on the site were wondering whether the sedatives that the dentist gave me yesterday are still working. Anyway, we had a lot of fun picking apart the Bitcoin futures here. This isn't the chart that we were looking at, was it? It was a volume chart, wasn't it? Yeah, it was right here. Man, this was a lot of fun. Just picking this thing apart, looking at the volume impetus signals, watching the horizontal support and resistance, candle body levels. It was a really cool illustration. And for whatever it's worth, it looks to me from futures land that obviously, and this is such a great example, eh? Look how cleanly the bot's set up off of that level. Just absolutely textbook. So the day traders is a 10-minute futures chart. Got a great signal in here, just the most beautiful signal in here. And then walking through how would a day trader trading futures contracts be acting through this setup. And ironically enough, I think we just got stopped out on a trailing move here. So we had a lot of fun doing that through the daily brief today. And also, too, we had our TRI SOF club meeting last night. And talking more stocks, that kind of stuff. But had a really cool and the irony of it all is I hate oil right now, and when we get to oil in our talk, you're gonna find out I got stopped out again on our paper trades, picking tops. Jesus H Christ. But anyway, it's a trader's life, and that's more of a fun demonstration than anything else. But we had a TRI SOF club meeting, and as I was sort of explaining to the crew, I really like our site. We have so many members now. They all know how to trade. And what's cool is, at the TRI SOF club, I'll go, I don't like oil. It's an old story. And they'll be like, yeah, but look at this setup. Man, look at this setup. Holy shit. Look at the money I'm making here, Brian. Maybe get off your dirty oil bent and get in there and make some money from trading. Anyway, it was a really cool conversation that we had with the site members, sort of walking through the evolution of trade setups. This was a trading setup, just buying W's and trading to the 50% level. Geez, I learned that setup like 30 years ago. Then we have like trend line break setups, and then we have things like the bot. So this is a cool dovetail because yesterday on the site I walked through how trading ranges can move to trending market states through a little penny stock. Here's an example of you see a market that's dumped appreciably. How are you going to trade this thing back up into what is probably very realistic technical objectives? Fascinating conversations today. So I think site members were having fun. With regard to you guys, we're at the end of the summer here. I'm very leery about taking on any real new serious positions in the market. It's I think I've told you guys I am buying a lot of insurance policies in here. I don't trust any of this. It's the middle of summer, middle of August. It's such typical summer trading. And I think a lot of people are going to get really hurt here this fall. But, markets can remain illogical far longer than any of us can remain solvent. Try and remember that. And I don't think it's actually in our best interest to try and put a cap on the insanity right now in the marketplace. I'm almost like a spectator right now and just going, look, I bought a whack of stuff back in the late winter, early spring, and if you want to keep pumping prices higher, fine, I'll keep selling you more of this shit from where I bought it way down below. That's sort of how I'm sitting right now. And like I said, I have been buying insurance policies. Obviously, the insurance policies right now are underwater. I would expect them to remain so for the next probably, I don't know, maybe until Labor Day. We will see how it goes. And then, I even put tweets out. You might wake up tomorrow morning and bang, the market just craps its pants. Look at what the bonds are doing here today. So be forewarned, 2020, what a fucking insane year. Obviously, we want to start off all our conversations with what's Mr. Hegemony doing. We were watching Euro going absolutely nuts. Canadian dollars trying to break out to the upside and stuff. I mean, are they getting ready for another repricing leg here lower? Maybe. I don't like this at all, but you can see Feigenbaum's down below here. They probably should be traded to. And if anything, what I would love is give me that big Feigenbaum, put in a nice W, recapture that trend line. Then we're going to really start talking about rallies. But right now, until this thing actually does W out here, it's still pointing down. And I don't know. Printing presses, brrr, all that kind of talk, whatever. I do get the feeling to a certain degree that maybe there was a little bit of a trap laid there this morning. So, new trade to go short here? No fucking way. Right? And then things like buying gold right now, the anti-US dollar? No fucking way. You want to keep pumping this stuff up? I'll keep selling you all the junior stocks I bought that are in the gold space that are going absolutely insane right now. Okay. There's no way I'm buying any of this stuff here. So let's keep an eye out. Be interesting if that turned into a wicked double bottom, eh? I mean, obviously the day's still young. Let's see what happens with this candle. And of course, like I said, let's not believe anything until, I don't know, until calmer heads prevail. Maybe until we get the hell out of 2020. I don't know. Remember, guys, I'm not here through these channels to tell you what to do in the market. I tell you what I'm doing with my money. I'm an open book, and I actually like being completely honest. You can see how I lose money. It's great. I mean, good thing is, account balance is substantially higher than the beginning of the year, so it must be doing something right. And hopefully, you look at this as like edutainment. This should be more fun than anything else. Having said that, we kind of talked yesterday about risk on just going apeshit here again more. And I'm a little worried here. I don't know whether I mentioned this in the public broadcast, but if we do good old Feigenbaum off of this bottom here, that actually says that the stock market wants to go to new highs here. And that's it's a fugazi. I've talked lots about that. But anyway, still taking the market higher here. I'm not stepping in front of this train just yet. Buying insurance. I think I put about 1% of my portfolio into an insurance plan on the dog ETF. It's underwater right now, but I actually bought the ETF, so I'm not really in any hurry to do anything with that whatsoever. And I bought some March put options on the S&P 500. A million miles away. And actually, we were talking this morning about going and buying another one because the price has come down. So, risk on is still awning, and until it actually M's out, I don't know if I feel comfortable even thinking about calling a top now. It's just very, very uppy market. And what scares me is look how they're doing this repeatedly. It goes up and then pulls back. And then everybody goes, okay, this is the top. There's the M. No, no, no. Up. And then they break it. Vicious, vicious trading. So be careful. Not an easy market whatsoever. I suppose back here there were lots and lots of value propositions. I can't make the value argument now. I am not going to get, say this is the top, because frankly speaking, it isn't. We will know when the top's in, when the top comes in. As simple as that. As I had said there earlier, they went and ran our stops on the crude. Jerks. And you know how ironic that might just be the fuck you top. And then the market dumps. Who knows? But there's loss number 3. Bang, bang, bang. We will just keep following along. This has been a fun adventure demonstrating how I can lose lots and lots of money trading crude oil. I think I don't know whether I showed you, but anyway, we had a long talk about Schlumberger today. It looks like it's pointing higher, so oil services stocks. I'm also worried too that it feels like the energy market, the oil services, and anything that's sort of related to the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane season this year seems to have started very early, and I get a feeling that price is being bid up through that event. So, be forewarned. This also might be a really, really good example of candle bodies versus wicks technically filling gaps. I've always believed that a candle body has to come in to fill this gap to say that it's officially filled. So that might be actually a really good example of that as well. Anyway, long and short of it here, stop number 3 has been hit on our little paper trade short attempt to try and pick the top. And we'll keep watching. I wonder how many trades, and by the time we actually get to the 50% rule, will we have made any money on this whatsoever? Tough to say. This has been a fun experiment, though. Thank heavens it's not real money. And I know there's one person who watches this free video that's enjoyed this fun exercise. So, hey, at least we got one person happy with the edutainment. And if there's one person happy, then the whole damn thing is worth it. Looking at the risk-off assets, and this is, I was sort of saying this message to the community today. How much can you really interpret into the risk-on, risk-off message? Actually, it's not these charts. When we're in a market where just everything is going up, and that obviously that's not sustainable. It's not healthy. It's not natural. So at some point, somebody's going to break here. What a headache. And really, I think that your gold market is doing exactly what Bitcoin did in 2017. It'll be interesting to see if gold can actually match the performance of Bitcoin. I don't think it can. But we'll see. Only time will tell. It just keeps steamrolling higher. I worry that the gold market now is moving higher here, but it's not moving higher on US dollar weakness. Could that be a bit of a trap? Maybe. They often say alt ABCDs go, excuse me, alt ABCDs go, let's see, we're going to do a fib extension here, so actually we got to go from here to here. And then there to there. Sometimes alt ABCDs go 121 to, or 127, 1.272 to 1.618. So if we throw on extension levels, here comes 127, and there's 1.618 up there. And actually it's interesting because Goldman recently came out with an objective of 2,300, I think, on gold. And of course, how ironic, there's good old parking garage sitting up there between 22 and 23 and change. So, botters, they like to exit a nice, simple, clean level. I think this is the public coming in and FOMOing. And it would be shocking if this W actually did come in and the US dollar could recapture this level. Then I think these gold bulls are trapped. But we'll see. As it stands right now, all the gold bulls, they want to see this US dollar break to new lows and continue on its way, new market structure, and that justifies further hiring the gold price. I have no idea what's going to happen here, but I can just simply tell you I'm not in this trade, and I'm not in this trade anymore. Where should we go next? I'm very concerned about the disconnect and risk on, risk off here. I mean, this market's just gone, nuts. 2020, way to go. I mean, go with the trend. I mean, if you can find names in the gold space that are Wing out and you can sort of, quantify risk, awesome. Have fun. But I'm pretty much just on the sell side now on gold. Looking at the stock market, sort of, is this risk on? We all want to go nuts out to bullish to the upside. We're still fighting like the dickens on our little Russell 2000 Dow comparison chart here. I'm not totally sold that the Russell 2000's really rocking here just yet. One area of the junior market, of course, that is hot is the gold sector, and those stocks are going nuts. Also the crypto sector. But, and I put tweets out to this effect. I'd really, anybody can tout a stock. Anybody can pump. I mean, that's just, it's capitalism 101. But what the message I really want to try and get out to people is, just understand the risks that you're getting involved with. Is this really a good idea to come and buy a stock up in this area here? At this point right here, somebody came out publicly and touted this company. Of course, you can see we're selling into those touts. Can you imagine what, let's say somebody woke up an hour or two after, oh, hey, look at this person says I should go buy this. Okay, well, I'll go buy some. It's not like you could buy it here. You had to buy it somewhere in here. And, 2 days ago, oh, fuck, man, I'm toast. Well, no, this guy's really good. He's really good. He must be right. Oh, yeah, okay, fucking A. Yep, he was right. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. But there's some people here we know wicks and tails like to be, and we call these the trap bulls, and they're probably some of his buddies. Are they going to maybe go, you know what, maybe I just want to get the hell out of here. This is just too insane. And, the irony of it all is I think that's what's happening here. So, there's easier ways to play the capitalist game. This is really difficult. This is usually what causes you to go gray. This is what causes you to go bald. Maybe you go white. Man, have you seen that Federal Reserve governor lately? Jesus, white as a ghost. I don't like living this kind of life. And I don't think you have to live this kind of life either. Hunt the goddamn W's. And really, hunt the names when nobody in the public is interested. Don't come in now after the price has been bid up. That doesn't make any sense at all. So, at this particular case, I was like, okay, phew, he's not screwed. And his customers and all his minions are not screwed. And at least they had the opportunity that, hey, you know what, maybe this risk isn't for me. Maybe I can just hop off. But I think now they're back trapped again. This could turn into an absolute disaster. And that's the worst part about capitalism. Is all it takes is one bad trade and fucking all hell could break loose. I remember that image I just showed you a moment ago. They had the opportunity to get out and actually feeling pretty good. Are they trapped now? I mean, this has got disaster written all over it. I hope for his sake, his followers, I guess, are okay with this kind of complete uncertainty. But I can't live a life like that. I can't do it, and I really would be disappointed if I heard TRIers came in on the buy side here. Because this is everything opposite to what I teach. And this might be a really great illustration. Let's keep an eye on this. I mean, I hope for his sake, because keep in mind, the tweet that I put out is, geez whiz, I better get my next sell order working, because I sell halves on doubles as these things pump. But gee whiz, if this thing had to come all the way back down to the bottom, this one tout might actually generate just a mountain of lawsuits for this gentleman. It'd be a fascinating story to watch follow. I wish you the best of luck, Mr. Barstool guy, but I'll tell you, I can already see how this story is going to end. I'm not buying Barstool futures. Let's put it that way. Crazy. I mean, look at this world that we're living in. Like, cities are blowing up. Ready? What? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. Boom. Holy moly. What a world we're in. Oh, my goodness. Anyway. So be careful about chasing. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. You all know this. The people that watch this channel, I should be speaking to the converted. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. Heading on over to the corn in particular, coming into resistance levels here off the lower time frame. So not really a big surprise to see a bit of a stall here. Was really interesting to watch the price action on ETH following the fundamental event. That's where I sort of figured the market was going to break. And like I said, we went through that volume impetus example on the Bitcoin futures. Really cool example where the bears had the ball, the bears had permission, and they just didn't show up. And not showing up, the bulls sniffed that out. They're like, hey, fuck it, man. If nobody wants to sell, let's take this thing back up. So that's basically where we are right now. Is this a good place to buy Bitcoins? Well, you know, as I've said repeatedly to you guys, and I've kind of sort of come to learn this in my old age, think value. If you really want to invest your hard-earned money, think value. Right now, there is no value, in my opinion, $11,600 US for a Bitcoin. Does that mean that they can't take the price higher? Of course not. You all know this game. I will say it's pretty impressive consolidation and bullish resolution of the consolidation. I mean, I was pretty darn impressed. I don't know whether I really feel comfortable about calling tops, but my cronies here locally and I are having dinner tonight. We are at actually a very well-defined shark level on coins like Ethereum, so we're going to be going looking at the put options again. Insurance policies, usually throw just a few $100 at these things. Of course, if all hell breaks loose, they turn into substantially more. I don't know what kind of upside objectives I would have for Ethereum now. I mean, we've already rallied very, very smartly. So, you know, if these kind of setups do fire, RSI is ridiculously overbought. This is a daily price chart too, people. I mean, you see what price does. Look at how RSI was here. I mean, here's RSI here. That's just that event there. Look what happened. How about here? Had to do that. Here. Had to do that. I mean, the message is there. Whether you want to respect it or not, that's up to you. But this indicator is here. This market's ridiculously overbought. I actually built this tool specifically to tell me when markets are overbought or oversold, and Willie is officially stupid. So we're at a trade location. We've got indicator confirmation of overboughtness. The only thing I'd love to see here to just put the cherry on the cake is, could I get maybe a little FU just above here to create a nice juicy divergence in my indicators? I get that and put a fork in her. But right now, still in the process of topping out. And interesting too. I mean, hopefully you can see, you know, by the rumor, the news has happened. Price isn't moving. That's not a good sign. Where the hell did all those goddamn buyers go? Why aren't they buying? What happened? Are we supposed to be thinking anything if we see 8s and 9s on our TD mark indicator? I mean, maybe it just means pause like this. I don't know. But that can't be a bullish sign. We respect the market's message here, people. All right. I think that's about it for rants today. I am interested in some altcoins. This Augur, they've got a new version of their software coming up here. This probably isn't the best chart to look at, but I love it when coins can make higher highs and higher lows. So I'm working some bids down below. Can't get filled though. You kids keep bidding the prices up. You kids, get off my lawn. Also too, Dash. I think Dash is really out of favor right now, so I'm interested in a bit in him. And ironically enough, you know what I want to buy? I want to buy stuff that Charlie wants to buy. So Charlie was putting out news recently that he's getting involved in some projects. And I was kind of like, Charlie, can you please tell me how I can participate? Like, this is the kind of stuff I would love to get involved in. Site people, of course, found me a whole bunch of different ways to participate. So thank you, site people. You're awesome. I'd love to get a note from Charlie, but I have a feeling he doesn't like me very much. I'm too tongue-in-cheek. Gnarly trader, dude. Okay, well, there's your market rack recap here. Oh, man, keep an eye on this little MT. See, now this is what I want to see. Barstool dude. Barstool dude, if you're watching this is the kind of shit that you want to be looking at. Not after it pops. And interestingly enough, there's one in the crypto space, like this HUT. If Mr. Barstool had come out and said, this looks really good in here, I'd be like, hey, this guy's actually worth listening to. But coming in after the fact here, goodness, this has got disaster written all over it. Anyway. Okay, enough ranting. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. All the best, and bye.